Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now?
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by Christian Sam.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He finds an opening past the 40. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Green 80.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 downs.
All go, all go, all go. All go. Lucy, Lucy, Lucy. Hank, 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 Hank.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, boys, got four down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on a toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Punch right.
Alert 3.
Move.
Nickel.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Get the ball.
Green 80.
53, Mike.
Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Check.
110.
Again, it's Fournette. And some room to work. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Here we go. Four down. Check.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That's complete to Darboh. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, 4 down.
Sunday.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you knock out too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20.
Wait, 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Johnson able to fight through one tackle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
The first throw for the backup Lynch. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Rashad Green. Fielded at the 20. Fights him off. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll start the drive with Drake. They find some open field here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Hank, green 80, green 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Room to run past midfield. And he completes it to Westbrook. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Safety's creeping.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Derek Rivers.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3-19. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Strong right.
Set. Green 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And he finds Corey Davis. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now Lynch on 1st down. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he rifles one incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing again here, Lynch. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. On 1st down, Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go, here we go.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
4 down. Check. Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Nice 39, Lucy.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Sunday.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
44, Mike.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, we got 3 down. Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Three down. You just watch 88 over.
Sunday.
Yes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Three down.
Bunch right.
Check 50. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. You can't block me.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go.
You got three down. 44's the mic. Check.
Bortles going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Three down. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Here we go. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles now on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Go left.
Single receiver. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's both.
Move.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that hat.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Green is good.
On first down, Bortles. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey. We got three. We got
Green is good.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Spread right, smack.
alert. Three down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
That's right.
All good.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Barrett on play action. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards.
Ohio!
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Barrett looks to throw on first. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! 44
On second down, Barrett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
Trips.
Bortles going to throw here. Going up top. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Bobo's the mic. Mike's Bobo. I got one, I got one, I got one.
Flex round! Flex round!
Barrett now on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.